Alright, people, one day a time will come when my face will be full of smiles and I'll be feeling much better than I do. I got a very nice message here from an XXY called Dale, and he wrote me a private message which he said I can use publicly. So I'm going to read out the whole private message because I want to use this private message as an example of an email or a private message sent to me which is seriously appreciated, accepted with open arms, because it's a very encouraging email or private message for anybody going through, awkward times. So it's entitled The True Meaning of Life. For a while now I've felt that I now know what the true meaning of life is. I'm a completely different person now than I was 3 years ago. Back 3 years ago I went into a very bad depressive state of mind. At the time I had no job, almost no friends, my grandpa had passed and wasn't out to any of my friends about my sexuality. It was a very dark period of my life. It was so bad that I was at the point of having suicidal thoughts and came much too close at one point with almost going through with it. During that period I decided that I better go get some serious help. For a while I was watched carefully by my family to make sure I wouldn't do anything stupid. My life completely changed when I met two of the best people in the world. I had gotten a personal mentor who later became one of my best friends. The mentoring program went for a year. During that year my mentor pulled me out of that dark black hole that I had created for myself. He totally changed my life around 180 degrees. After the mentoring year program was up, we ended up becoming friends and now hang out regularly every week. The other person is another best friend of mine. His name is Paul. We have literally everything in common. I met him back in 2005 when he joined the training club that I belong to. Me and him are like family. Same goes for Pan. After I changed into the new person that I am today, I made a vow to never return to that icky darkness again. Ever since then I've been also helping out other people who are or have gone through what I had to go through. One of the things that really made a big difference to get out was to get out. One of the things that really made a big difference to get out of that state of mind was to never sit at home or anywhere for too long. Getting out of the house daily, working on a project or doing some sort of outdoor activity made a huge difference. It's never good to isolate yourself anywhere. That's where all the negativity becomes born. Staying active helps more than a lot of people realize. It keeps the brain busy, keeps your mind in a good positive place. Joining a group or club is a good start. If you're able to, Gavin, try to explore outside your country. Take a vacation somewhere that you've never been before. Exploring the world in new places always brings good feelings. I also don't let the little things bug me anymore. If something isn't going the way I had hoped, I have to always stop and say to myself, that's just life, and then move on instead of dwelling on it like I used to a long time ago. Too many people in this world worry about all the little things. It can even be someone who's talking negatively about you or saying mean things to you. When someone is in a negative state of mind, saying anything to them, even if it's positive, the person will convert it to negative and throw it back at you. To deal with this, I tell the person, okay, and that's it. I give them no energy that they can work off. Saying okay works very well. With that, I don't have to spend any energy arguing with them or talking back to them or saying anything at all to them. Don't worry about the other people who have a problem with you. Those are the little things that we can't spend our energy on. YouTube has a nice block users feature. I use that if someone is giving me a bad time. I don't say anything to them. I just block them and move on. I'm very happy to know that you understand how the universe works and how things come back to you. The same goes for positive and negative energy. When we do something positive for the world, it comes back to us possessively. When we do something negative, it comes back to us negatively. A lot of people don't understand this, which is why a lot of people suffer. It took me many years to understand this as well, but once a person truly starts to believe, the universe opens up to them. None of what I say above comes right away. It takes time to develop all of this, but from what I can see with the last video that I commented on, you were on the right track. Keep going with that. Feel free to use this message on your videos. I have made public speeches with this same kind of message that I've wrote you. I hope to benefit people with it. Have an awesome day, Gavin. So that's it, and I really appreciate that sort of an email or private message, because those sorts of words and those sorts of experiences that you express and show to us help a lot, a huge lot. It's when I was on my testosterone for so long, and I really did get to a very good point in my life,
and that's why I decided, okay, I'm at such a great situation in my life that I'm going to do the unthought of, and that is go off the testosterone, because I thought I needed it, and I do need it, but I thought that I really needed it, like that I couldn't last even 6 months without it. So it's good to know that I can last, but I can't live the way that I'm used to living without it. It's impossible. I mean, I can't go out to clubs, bars, people, and I'm tired. I'm extremely tired. I've got erratic, crazy sleep patterns, and yeah, just everything goes right through the solar plexus. I mean, I don't protect myself. I feel down and awful and emotional, very emotional. I mean, I cry for all sorts of little things as well. I have to say it's been enjoyable crying, but all the same, I'm very emotional, and so that's me. And I'm sure that is the same situation for many other people that think of themselves as men, but maybe they're not totally. And they're not totally men because they're crying, no, but just there is a lot of different XXYs out there for a start, and not every XXY is the same on many levels, but it's great anyway. I'm waffling, but it's great to have support from the few, and occasionally it makes a change from really the people that don't really care, and when humans, why are we going around looking at people who are actually kind of, let's say, suffering, and just pulling them apart, like they're already pulling their personal selves apart, and then we come along and pull them apart even more? That is awful. That's really awful. Anyway, just get to this point here in your message. Some places I wish I had a yellow virtual marker so I could, hang on a second. Yeah, I need a mentor as well. A few people have said that to me, and I agree with them. A few people in real life, not an online life. I'd love a mentor, a personal trainer or something. Somebody that could make me see, what I'm not seeing, and also help me reduce the shit that I am saying to myself that doesn't help me, and that attracts negativity to me, because I'm not a negative person really inside of me. I'm just not a confident person, but I'm even though when people in real life look at these videos, they'll think, what in the hell, Gavin's not confident. My god, he is, but I'm not. And it's funny, many of the superstars in life, we all think they're really confident, but as many are labelled with the awful word of borderline. I mean, Jesus. So it's difficult living life, all right, but it's easier if people actually start to care about you, or at least if they don't start to pick on you and hate you
and annoy you forever and ever and ever. You know, that's not necessary. Life is too short to be jumping on people's backs that you don't actually enjoy. You know, it's about speaking, using the internet to speak about what you think should be done. You know, and explaining why you're angry and explaining why you're upset. You know, that's what it's all about for me, anyway. So, gotta go now. Somebody's trying to contact me. See ya. Peace. Thanks a lot. Ciao. Oh, before I ciao, I'll say that because you're American, because I've done lots of videos on Americans and America, and the fact that I'm a racist on that level, you know, and whatever. I mean, I can't explain it at the moment, but I will try and explain it. I don't actually hate Americans. I have said it, and I do have issues with Americans, but I'll explain it again. Anyway, peace to you, man. Ciao.